Well, hello. I am here with my friend Robin Hart, and she's an experienced parent, or something like that.
Or
right?
life season.
Seasoned in life. And we're here to talk about a couple things of what she's learned through her experience raising her kids. So first of all, Robin, would you be willing to share with us, well, first of all, how old are your kids? How many kids do you have?
We have 3 boys, Jim and I do, and the boys are now 27, 26, and soon to be 24. They're 17 months apart, so always we can claim in August when our youngest son turns that they're like 26, 25, and 24. Like it just recently happened. So we had a lot of energy in our home. And with the 3 boys, and makes it really exciting every day.
If you were, raising young kids, what do you wish somebody would come alongside and tell you?
Well, basically, as I went through this question, reflected last night, I just feel like taking the moment to enjoy the day, each day, and not look at the calendar and what has to be, not looking ahead. You're just enjoying that moment, embracing that time with your children, because even though people say it's a quick and they're gone before you know it, it really is true. And you don't really realize that when you're in the battlegrounds with raising your children.
You told me that you've actually asked your kids.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
What should we do different? What should we have done different? And what kind of conversations sparked from there?
As I had this conversation with my sons last evening, it was like things that you didn't think about that they really pointed out, like maybe being unjust, as the oldest one always claims. Like the youngest one always got this way. We still handle it a different way, but in his perspective, it was, we didn't handle it the right way.
They got away with everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I got away with nothing, right?
Exactly. I had to be, the one that towed the straight line, or the middle child, that shared that that I was overbearing. Well, yeah, when you have a strong-willed child, and you had to, yes, and I will admit that I probably was, or the youngest child that felt like he was always compared to his other siblings.
If you could rewind, would you actually do anything different?
Well, yes. First of all, we rewind not to load oodles of things in my daily life and make family time a priority. Also, trying to make each child feel valuable and their place in the home. And also, what I will not change is bringing the boys up in church and having that lifestyle that we made it important. And despite, we can't make people choose to go to church when they get older, but we had instilled, Jim and I, that church was valuable. And now the boys are raising their children and they're walking through their lives in a Christian home. And I think as parents, I don't think there's the recipe into parenting.
Come on.
There isn't. There is no recipe. And like I said, it's the uniqueness of your family and just making sure that you are aware and looking and cherishing those children that God has given you.
Well, thank you. Robin and a couple of her friends and her husband are going to be facilitating some conversation for parents for the next 5 weeks during our 11 a.m. service. Robin and her husband, along with the Davises, will be opening up for questions. They'll be discussing what it means to raise your kids in a gospel-oriented way. And click on the link below this video if you're interested in exploring that. It's only 5 weeks long, and it will be well worth your time. Thank you so much, Robin.
You're welcome.